Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of A Loss for Words, a story of deafness in the family by Lou Ann Walker, narrated by Barbara Mcculloh. This work, copyrighted 1986 by Lou Ann Walker, is recorded by permission of Harper & Row Publishers, Incorporated. This performance is copyrighted 1987 by Recorded Books, Incorporated. After recording was completed on A Loss for Words, the author, Lou Ann Walker, talked with us at the offices of her publisher. That complete interview follows this unabridged recording, but first, a comment by the author. No book can be easy to write. A Loss for Words, focusing so closely on Lou Ann Walker's own family and revealing so many secrets of her life, must have been harder than most. Lou Ann Walker.
Sometimes I'd just be sitting at the typewriter and tears would be rolling down my face as I put together one incident with another. It's that viewing of things side by side that you don't expect that really sometimes just hurts so much when you think, oh, that's why that happened, or that's why that didn't happen. And so it was hard, but it was weird because it did have to come through my fingers. I did have to type it and type it and type it, and it's sort of a curious sign language thing. It had to come through my hands, and I had to keep doing it.
And now, A Loss for Words by Lou Ann Walker, narrated by Barbara Mcculloh.
In sign language, the gesture for mother is an open hand, the thumb resting gently on the cheek. The sign for father is the same hand, the thumb at the temple. Take care of the sense, and the sounds will take care of themselves. Lewis Carroll, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Prologue. I must have been about 4 the time Grandma Wells and I were cuddled up spoonwise in her bed. Grandma had her arms around me and the new ballerina doll I'd just received for Christmas. Grandma started humming. Her voice, quiet and low, cracked. She breathed between words. Then her humming floated into a lullaby. Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee, all through the night. Guardian angels, soft the waking hours are creeping, hill and dale in slumber steeping. Mom and Dad picked me up from Grandma's the next day. That night, as Mom tucked me into bed, I asked her to sing me a lullaby, even though I knew she couldn't. My parents are deaf. I can hear, and the fact of their deafness has made all the difference. It has altered the course of their lives, of my life, of their families' lives. In a way, we were outsiders, immigrants in a strange world. With my 2 younger sisters and parents, it was as if we were clinging together for safety. There were unbreakable bonds between us. Yet there was also an unbroachable chasm, for despite my parents' spirit and their ability to get along, their world is the deaf, their deaf culture, their deaf friends, and their sign language. It is something separate, something I can never really know, but that I am intimate with. The best that can be said for deafness is that it's an invisible handicap. The worst, that it puts adults at the mercy of their hearing children, at the mercy of parents, at almost anyone's mercy. It is one of the cruelest and most deceptive of afflictions. It can emasculate men and devastate women. It is an impairment of communication. But it's not just the disfigurement of words, and it's not just broken ears. It's most often a barrier between person and person. I acted as interpreter and guide for my parents the entire time I was growing up. I was an adult before I was a child. I was quiet and obedient around people because I didn't know what was expected of me. Outside our house, speaking and hearing seemed to be valued more than anything, and that's what we had nothing of at home. I was the child who did all my parents' business transactions, nearly from the time I was a toddler. I spoke for my parents. I heard for my parents. I was
Sample complete. Ready to continue?